Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video.
I was playing games with you, but now it's over.
So as you guys can tell by the thumbnail as well as the title of today's video, I want to share my favorite spring fragrances with you all. These are going to be fragrances that I have been wearing this spring season thus far, that I have not been able to put down, that I've been getting compliments on, like, girl, you smell so good, what you got on, that I feel like I definitely need to share with you all. So if you guys are looking to add new fragrances to your collection, if you guys are building your fragrance collection, if you guys are just looking for recommendations of fragrances to add to your collection that can add a little, you know, razzle dazzle to your spring season, then this is gonna be the video for you. Okay, so before we get started with today's video, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button down below. We on the road to 10K and we doing little things over here, so I just think y'all should join. I think y'all should join the family because it's about to be a very big thing. Okay, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy and drop a comment down below, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So before we get into the video, I did want to share details on today's look. So my braids were done by Hair by Kimmy. They are knotless, size large box braids, and they are a blend of, I believe, braiding hair number 2, 6, and 8. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen if I'm wrong, but yes, braids, Hair by Kimmy. My hairband is actually like a handkerchief size, but I just went ahead and folded it into like this little headband action. So if it's still available in ASOS, I will go ahead and link that down below. My earrings are Chanel. If you guys didn't see my video unboxing these earrings and give you guys my first impressions on them, I'll link that video up above as well as down below. My glow is sponsored by Costa Rica. It's sponsored by that big 27 energy. Okay, I honestly don't have anything on my skin right now. It's just you know what I'm saying. And I just have on this little white tank top from Zara, and my nails, if y'all watch my previous vlogs, then y'all know the vibes. But yes, that is today's look. And I also wanted to mention that all of the fragrances in today's video will be linked down below, unless I mention that I don't have a link available for them. But if you guys are looking to shop any of the fragrances mentioned in today's video, make sure you guys check out that description box because all details will be down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first fragrance that I wanted to share with you guys is actually one of my favorite fragrances right now, and it is by the brands Giorgio Armani. It is Si. And you guys, I got this fragrance because it was so hyped up. I saw so many YouTubers talking about this fragrance. I heard so many people speaking about it in conversations that I was having, and I'm like, I need to try this out because the girls been raving about Si, and I always like to see if the hype is real or if y'all just be gassing things. Okay, so when I picked this up, I was skeptical, which is why I got the travel size. I feel like travel size is a great starter for any fragrance, whether you're starting to build your collection, whether you want to try a fragrance before committing to getting a big body bend. This is essentially the Pathfinder. Okay, so I got this from Sephora before I went to Cabo, and you guys, this is one of my favorite fragrances right now. Like, the first day I wore it, my mother was like, what is that? And she was just like, I need that. So I actually bought this for my mom during the Sephora sale, but I didn't buy the big bottle for myself because I felt like I need to start giving myself limits. Okay, like, me spending money like Bill Gates is not cutting it anymore. Okay, so I told myself that once I'm done with the travel size of this fragrance, I'll go ahead and buy the full size, because to me it's like, why am I spending money on the full size when I'm still using this one? I still have a bunch of other fragrances in my collection. So I said, Kendra, tread lightly, act within your bracket, and wait until you finish the travel size to get the full size. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this fragrance is in the fruity floral fragrance family, and the keynotes of this fragrance are rose and woody vanilla. It's just a perfect equal medium of fruity floral and like warm wooden vanilla. It's a perfect, if y'all have not tried this yet, go to Sephora. Matter of fact, run to Sephora, get the travel size, $29 cash. Try it out and you'll thank me later. Okay, this fragrance has been hyped up for a reason. I will go ahead and admit to that. If you guys have not tried this out yet, I'm letting you guys know that Kensthetic has rated that the hype is real. So if you guys have not tried this out, I'm gonna say it again. Run, Don't walk to Sephora and pick up the travel size before you go ahead and commit to the full size. You will thank me later. You'll thank me later. The next fragrance that I have been loving this spring season and I've been getting so many compliments on is the Twilly de Hermes by Hermes fragrance. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that this is one of the first fragrances that I splurged a big coin on. Before, I used to be like $100 on a fragrance or what? Who was spending $100 on a fragrance? But you guys, I have been spending $100+ on fragrances lately. I don't know what it is, but your girl been cashing out. So at first when I got this, I'm like, I don't want to use it. I spent so much money on it, but now I feel like I'm freeing up and I'm like, let me go ahead and use it, because I'm trying this new thing where it's like anything I have around me, I need to be using it. If not, then it has to go. So I've been using this fragrance a lot lately, and every time I wear it, people are like, what do you have on? What is that smell? And I'm like, girl, this that Twilly by Hermes, okay? So this fragrance is described as a powdery floral fragrance, and the keynotes of this fragrance are ginger, tuberose, and sandalwood. And y'all may be like, hold up sis, that's a lot to process. Like, what do all three of those things smell like together? And the best way that I can describe it is greatness, okay? If you guys have not tried this out, try it out, because this gives grown and sexy. I can wear this in the day as well as in the nighttime during the spring season, just because it does everything for me, okay? So if you guys haven't tried this yet, try it out. Highly recommend. As you guys can see, she's still kind of full, but don't worry, because I'm putting her to use, and I'm definitely going to continue putting her to use this spring and summer season. And also, this is an all-day perfume, but when I tell you guys that this thing, the smell lasts so long. If I put it on like with a sweater or a jacket, the next time I wear it, that fragrance is still just as strong as when I initially sprayed it. So the next fragrance I have been absolutely loving, I also picked this up right before I went to Cabo, is the Born in Roma by Valentino. You guys, first of all, let's talk about this packaging. So this packaging is actually like a glass travel size perfume. And this pink thing right here is like the casing. Valentino was genius for putting this casing on top of it, because travel size perfumes, I usually put them like in a bag together, and I have so many of them now that they don't really move around. But if you are traveling with like one or two, it could be easy to, like, you know, click clack and link up and do all types of things. But this has this rubber casing, which makes sure that she is well protected, which makes sure she is not getting harmed, and she all good, okay? So that's number one. Number two, pink. Y'all know that's my favorite color, and the smell of this is absolutely stunning. Like, oh my god. So this fragrance is described to be a part of the warm floral fragrance family, and the keynotes of this fragrance are black currant, jasmine, grandiflorum, and bourbon vanilla. But you guys, it smells amazing. Once again, another fragrance that I can wear during the day as well as at night during the spring season, because she's versatile. Even though it's a warm floral fragrance, it still gives like grown and sexy. It still gives, like, you know, nighttime feels. This fragrance does not limit the girls at all. Let me put some on right now. Let me put some on right now. So switching gears a little bit, we're going to transition to one of my current favorite fragrances from Zara. This fragrance is more affordable. It's the most affordable out of all of the fragrances included in this video. This is a Lightly Bloomed Summer from Zara. And y'all, my sister Kim put me onto this, and I'm like, why did you not tell me about this sooner? Like, but this fragrance is an all-day perfume, and it is $25.90, I believe. It comes with a good amount of product for $25 and to be an all-day perfume, so I will say that. And this scent is very heavy on the fruity florals, which I'm not usually a fan of, but I feel like it's just enough to not give me a headache, to not smell like childish, to not smell like I'm doing too much, to not smell like I'm trying to be too fruity, if that makes sense. And also, I love how this fragrance layers with other fragrances that I do have in my collection. So I wear this on its own majority of the time, but sometimes when I want, you know, a little bit more spice in my life, I'll go ahead and layer it with something else that I have in my perfume collection. But this is that girl, okay? This spring and summer season, during the daytime, this is that girl. I would not recommend it for a night wear just because it's so heavy, fruity, florally scented. But other than that, I present to you Lightly Bloom Summer, because this is that girl. Like, you get your money's worth, you smell good, you feel good, you are good, and all of that. The next fragrance that I have been loving and getting so many compliments on is a fragrance that I actually recently picked up from Marshalls. If you guys follow me on Instagram, if y'all don't, make sure y'all do, at Kensthetic_. I showed you guys that I was in Marshalls about a week and a half ago and I picked up a fragrance. And I don't know about y'all, but I have been sleeping on Marshalls and TJ Maxx fragrances. I don't usually look in the fragrance section, but I had time that day. I was strolling around with my little cart and I was like, oh, what do we have here? Fragrances. And I looked in and I found this perfume. This is Burberry for Women. I got this for like $30 or $40 from Marshalls, and y'all, ever since I got it, I have not been able to put it down. And I've been getting so many compliments on it that I'm like, I'm not going to put her down. She wears well on her own. Also love her layered with other fragrances. Right now I actually have the mix of these two on, my Born in Roma from Valentino and this Burberry, and y'all, I smell good. I smell the fuck good, okay? This fragrance, I don't know what the key, let me see if I can look at it online. So boom, the keynotes of this fragrance are peach, apricot, cool pear, and black currant. Even though these may sound all very fruity, this fragrance is more of like a warm floral fragrance to me. And I love this fragrance because you can wear it during the day, you can wear it at night, and not only is she perfect for the spring season, she also could do summer, she could do fall, and she could do winter, because she's not too heavy on the floral scents. So she gives us versatility, she gives us options, she gives us seasons, she gives it to us all. So if you guys are in your local Marshalls or TJ Maxx, go ahead and see if they have this and pick it up. You guys will thank me later. I do not have a link for this fragrance because, as I mentioned, I picked it up from Marshalls. And if you guys aren't familiar with Marshalls and TJ Maxx, it's more of like a one-off situation. Not really one-off, but you have to like go in store and see if they have it. Different locations have different product offerings. So if you don't see it at one Marshalls or TJ Maxx, go ahead and check out another location. Or if you're just browsing, look it up, see if you can find it. My girl Mika had recommended to try Burberry Body. I still have not been able to find it, but if you guys have tried Burberry Body before or have any recommendations of where I can pick it up, please comment down below and let me know. I think somebody recommended Walmart and Amazon, but I'm not too comfortable purchasing fragrances from Walmart or Amazon. I don't know, I never did it before, but if y'all did, comment and let me know, because I definitely do want to try out Burberry Body. And the last fragrance that I have been loving is the Her by Burberry. So if you guys watch my videos, y'all probably heard me say that I'm not really ready to commit to buying the full size of this fragrance, but let me explain, okay? So I got the travel size spray. As you guys can see, it's almost halfway done, and it also came with this little, I don't know what you call this, but this little situation here too. So I've really been wearing this fragrance around the house, and I haven't really wore it out because I'm like, it doesn't do as much for me as other fragrances that I have in my collection do. So one day I was just playing around and experimenting, and I mixed my Lightly Bloom with the Her by Burberry, and when I tell you guys that this combo made me reconsider every sugar honey iced tea that I was speaking about Her by Burberry. I find that this is a fragrance that I love paired with other fragrances, layered with other fragrances, versus on its own. On its own is cool to, you know, lounge around the house, go run groceries, go do this, run errands, post office. And when it comes to actually wearing her out, I do love her layered with other fragrances in my collection. So I learned that at first I'm just like, because on its own it doesn't give what the girls needed to give, but when it's combined with other things, girl, we are in trouble. Okay, so many people raved about it, and I don't know if people like it on its own or if people knew about the layering trick and didn't put me on. I don't know, but I prefer Her by Burberry when she's layered with other fragrances. So that is my thoughts on this fragrance. But whenever I wear her layered with other things, I get compliments. On its own, it's just like, okay girl, you smell good. But when I layer it, it's like, oh girl, what do you have on? I need all of the tea. So yes, these are the fragrances that I have been loving this spring season. These are fragrances that I've been wearing this spring season that I've been receiving compliments on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Whether you guys are looking to pick up some new spring fragrances, whether you guys are looking to build your fragrance collection, whether you guys are just looking for new perfumes, new fragrances to add to your collection. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up so that I know you guys enjoyed this video and these types of videos. Make sure you guys comment down below and let me know what your favorite perfume, your favorite fragrance, your favorite cologne is this spring season, because I'm always open for new recommendations. And make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join the family. We're on the road to 10K. And until my next video, which will be on Sunday, I'll see you guys later.